What's up, good people? Good morning. How y'all doing? Hey, Miss Joe, Miss Antoinette, Midget in the car. I can't wait to find out who Midget in the car is. I cannot wait. That's a pretty creative name. What's up, Miss Cheryl, Miss Andrea? How y'all doing? Good morning. Happy hump day to you guys, man. Welcome to Jumpstart Live. We are here. We are in the building. It is that time. It is 7 a.m. and it's time to roll. Get up. Let's get at them. Come on. Hey, Miss Lynette. Hey, Miss Ernestine. Come on, let's seize the day, y'all. What's up, brother Mike Riley? What's happening? Hey, Miss Joyce, Keonda, Kim, Miss Sylvia. What's up? How you doing, brother George? Miss Kelly, Miss Marilyn, Miss Barbara. Hey, Miss Pauline. How you doing? Kelly Lane, Miss Andrea. Miss Andrea, you know that's y'all listen, stop all the presses. Right now, my favorite member is on the line. Miss Andrea Gooseman. She's my favorite. I want everybody to know that she is my favorite member. What's up, Miss Dedriana and Miss Andrea? The haters are about to say that I got more than one favorite, but don't you listen to them. You know, hey, favor ain't fair, Miss Andrea. That's all I'm. That's all I got to say about that. Favor ain't fair, and people don't like it when it ain't fair. She said, "Finally." She said, "Finally." What's up, Miss Gilda, Miss Sandra, and Brother Joe Hammer? What's up, Miss Isabel, Miss Lois, Miss Mallon? How y'all doing, man? We in here, y'all. You get the esteemed time. It's you. It's you. It's been you all along. It's been you all along, Miss Andrea. I don't care what the haters say. Don't listen to them, okay? Uh, Miss Sheila over there saying you her favorite too. Yeah, man. Hit that share button, man. You're on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you would. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it so much. I am doing wonderful. Listen. There's no sleep like springtime sleep, man. Huh? Man, listen. I don't know what it is about the springtime, but I just sleep well in the spring, man. And so I'm coming off a great night of rest. Uh, Slept real good. And I hope that you all did too, man. While it's cool, raise those windows up, cut those ceiling fans on. Come on, somebody, and enjoy that fresh air, man. That cool spring breeze. It's cooler than it normally is for us. So you gotta enjoy it while you can, man. You gotta enjoy it while you can. I appreciate all of those of you who've already hit that share button. Thank you, and those of you who've given us the thumbs up. Wow, I really, really appreciate it. Listen, I've been talking to you about making change, and I don't know exactly what I said yesterday, but what I was trying to tell you is that a lot of times we hear that the reason why people made the changes that they were trying to make and accomplish what they were trying to accomplish is because they made good goals. But if most people have the same goals as the people who are winning, there has to be something that most people are missing. I'll say it again. If most people have the same goals as the people who are winning, and yet most people don't accomplish them, there has to be something missing between the people who are winning and the people who are not, although they share the same goals. So, what are we missing? Here's what I've discovered. Instead of reaching for the do, we got to reach for the who. That's what I was trying to say yesterday. Instead of reaching for goals, trying to go for the do, we got to be chasing after who we're trying to become. And allow your goals, if you have set them, to lead you to who you're trying to become. So that my win is not even based on whether or not I hit my goal. My win is now based on whether or not I took another step toward becoming the who that I'm trying to become. I was trying to tell you, stop chasing after a do and start chasing after a who. Why, Pastor? Because a goal is just a momentary accomplishment. You don't want momentary accomplishments in your life. What you're looking for is lasting change. I'm going to say it again. You are not after momentary accomplishments in your life. You're looking for lasting change. That's what you're looking for. Huh? And accomplishing your goal, whatever those might be, will be good, but they won't change your life. Goals are just milestones that represent the fact that your life has changed. I'm going to say it again. Goals are just milestones that represent the fact that your life has changed. Because what changes your life is not the goal that you hit, but it's the habits that you develop on the way to that goal. Who? And if you hit the goal, but you don't develop the habit, then in no time you're back to square one. I'm going to say it again. If you hit the goal, but don't develop the habit, in no time you're going to be back to square one. Why? Because the problem is not the result. The problem is the habit that got you the results. Whew. So what you want to do is you want to change the habit. Come on, somebody. I told you about my weight. I want to lose 50 pounds, let's say. The 50 pounds is the result. The result of the habits that got me the problem. The 50 pounds is not the problem. It's not the weight, it's the cake. Come on, somebody. It's not the weight that's the problem. The cake is the problem. And if I find a way to lose the weight, but I ain't gonna say stop, because I ain't gonna ever quit eating cake. But I don't decrease the amount of intake of cake, then in no time the weight is back on. All right, I'm gonna break it down another way. I want to improve my credit score. The bad credit score is not the problem. The bad credit score is the result. The result of what, Pastor? Not paying my bills. I got a habit of not paying my bills. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about it's how you get to a bad credit score. Bad credit score is not the problem. Not paying my bills is the problem. Bad credit score is not the problem. It's the habit of spending more than I earn that's the problem. It's a habit of spending my money in the wrong places that's the problem. Am I making sense to you? Talk to me. So if I attack so if you pay somebody to repair your credit and you don't change your habits, you're going to be paying them again because you're going to end up with bad credit again. Whoo! Anybody here ever watched My 600-Pound Life? Y'all ever watch that show? I stopped watching it. Like I used to watch it all the time. Joyce, I watched it so much. Joyce used to tell me, Nate, your people on. She would say, Nate, your people on. Come watch your people. That's how much I used to watch it. And I don't watch it as much, but the other night, it was last night or night before, I don't know. I was watching the game, and the commercial came on for my 600-pound light, and dude pull up to the McDonald's, and he in the back of the van because he can't fit in the front, and he said he made the lady who was driving him pull up to McDonald's, and he said, I want 2 number 3s, 2 double cheeseburgers, a 10-piece nugget, and a cold drink, and he ordered something else. And then when they pull off from the window, he said, you should have got you something. What? She should have got her something. What? Watch this. I love watching that show. The reason why I used to love watching that show is because I love Dr. Now. Oh, I love Dr. Now. You ever notice that before Dr. Now give him the surgery, he make him lose a certain amount of weight? Why does he do that, Pastor? Why does he make them lose a certain amount of weight? To see if they are capable of establishing new habits. Because he knows that if he helps them hit the goal without helping them establish new habits, then they'll be back in the same situation all over again. Whoo! Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again. The reason why he makes them lose a certain amount of weight before he gives them the surgery is because he wants to make sure that they can establish new habits. Because if he knows that if they cannot establish new habits, then they, even after the surgery, even after they hit, it's just a matter of time before they're back in the same situation again. Can I talk to somebody? Can I tell you that the reason why we keep failing, the reason why we keep ending up back in the same situation all over again, is not because we have the wrong goals, but it's because we have the wrong habits. We're aiming at the do and not trying to change the who. Listen, you are what you repeatedly do. You are what you repeatedly do. And if I am going to have real and lasting change in my life, I have to change what I repeatedly do. It's not the goals. You don't have the wrong goals. You got the wrong habits. Whoo! I got to change who I am. How? I transform my mind. I get the right information. We talked about that. I get the right information coming in. And then I establish habits that will lead me to becoming the person that I want to become. Here's the thing, and I told you this yesterday. if you're goal oriented, if you got a goal first mentality, your happiness is dependent upon the goal being met. And so whether you hit your goal or not, remember goals are momentary accomplishment. And if you hit your goal, great. Let's celebrate. That's awesome. You accomplished it. But now what? I never forget that I ran the Crescent City Classic, believe it or not, for like 2 or 3 years. And it was great because I got in shape. Like it was awesome for me. But my motivation was predicated upon being able to run the Crescent City Classic. And so I trained and I went to the gym and I ran and I got to where I could run for like 45 minutes straight. Like I was killing it. Oh, was I killing it? Like for and they I was running so hard and so fast for 45 minutes straight that a dude walked into the gym one time and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm training. We got talking. I said, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm gonna do it by training for the classic. He said, man, you keep running like that. He said, you're gonna lose a ton of weight. And sure enough, I was shedding the pounds. I mean, I got in shape. I was feeling good. I had high energy, the whole 9 yards. I went and I ran the classic. I think it took me about an hour to do the whole thing. I mean, I wasn't up there with them skinny people, but I was holding my own. And then the classic was over. After I ran the race, I hit my goal and it was over. And all of the hard work, all of the progress, all of the energy, all of the effort, the sense of satisfaction that I gained from it lasted for a few days. And now it was over. Somebody here knows that feeling, that momentary feeling of accomplishment. Well, great, you did it. You hit your goal. And then you sit and you go, now what? Where where do I go from here? Somebody say, well, you need a new goal. That's great. But what if you don't hit the goal? What what if my knee blew out in the middle of the race? What if I didn't hit my goal? And here's what I'm getting at. The problem is that the goal is what you're trying to do. It's a specific achievement that I'm trying to accomplish. And what I'm trying to propose to you is that instead of starting with goals, instead of starting with what you're trying to do, start with who you're trying to become now. What if I said, all right, I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to become a healthy person. So I'm going to make a habit of doing what healthy people do. And then I practice the habits that healthy people practice. And I put myself in environments that help me form those habits. I consumed information and surrounded myself with people and things that reinforce those habits. Come on, somebody. What if instead of saying, I want better credit, You said, now here's what'll happen. You ready for this? Whether I'm able to run the classic or not, my goal wasn't to be able. I'm not trying to. Running the classic was just a goal. Ultimately, my thing is about who I want to become. I want to become a healthy person. So watch this. If my knee goes out, I still want to become a healthy person. And whatever I've done up until the point where my knee goes out is not all for naught because I'm still trying to become a healthy person. And now, if I can't run the classic, I find another way to become who I'm trying to become. Are y'all getting this? Please let me know. What if instead of saying, I want better credit, you said, I want to become a person who handles money wisely? And then I gather information, I educate myself, I surround myself with people who handle money wisely. And then I practice the habits that people who handle money wisely practice. And I put myself in and I create environments around me that help me keep those habits. Now I'm changing the who. And let me tell you what happened. I'll accomplish my goals along the way. And then after my goals are accomplished, I don't have a momentary sense of satisfaction. I have an ongoing sense of satisfaction. Because now all I'm looking for is the next thing to helping me become a person who handles money wisely. Because it's about who I'm trying to become, not what I'm trying to do. So whether I fail or whether I accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish in terms of the goals, all is not lost because I'm on a quest to become who I'm trying to become. It wasn't about that momentary goal. This is about my ongoing personal development. What if instead of saying, I want to finish my degree, you said, I want to be an educated person? And then I practice the habits that educated people practice. And I put myself in and I create environments that help me keep those habits. Now I have an ongoing lifelong commitment to education, whether I get the degree or not. And even after I get the degree, I continue to improve myself. Why? Because the degree was not the end all be all. Degrees are just what educated people do. I hope y'all are understanding this. And once I develop the habits on the way to who I'm trying to become, whether I set a goal or not, I'm probably going to hit whatever the goal is. And that's not to say, listen, please don't misunderstand me. Don't say, Pastor said the goals are stupid. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with goals. It's just that goals are temporary achievements. My habits are who I become. I'm going to say it again. Goals are temporary achievements. My habits are who I become. And then here's the thing. Here's the other thing. And I'm going to shut it down after this. Sometimes in a quest to fulfill an accomplishment, I don't discover what I want to do. I discover what I shouldn't be doing. Did you know that the probability of an American person between 6'6" and 6'8" becoming an NBA player is at 0.07%? That means that if I'm 6'6" to 6'8", I have a 0.07% chance of becoming an NBA player. If I'm 7 foot or taller, I have a 17% chance of becoming an NBA player. Y'all, I'm 5'5". I didn't even look up what it was. But if the chances of a person between 6'6" and 6'8" are 0.07%, and the chances of a person 7 foot or taller is 17%, come on, somebody. What are the chances of a person who's 5'5"? There are only 30 teams in the NBA. There are only 15 people on each team. That means there are 450 available spots in the NBA. You make it to the NBA, you are in a very small club. Watch this. I can set a goal as much as my heart's desire that says, y'all, I'm leaving my job as a pastor. I'm resigning, and I am going to try out for the NBA. And I'm going to dedicate myself and all of my time to becoming an NBA player. That's why you don't need me at the graduation speech. I know we got graduations coming up. Congrats to all of our graduates. But listen, tell everybody, all the universities, all the high schools, don't ever invite pastor to do the graduation speech. Because most of y'all, if I told y'all that I'm about to leave being a pastor and go try out for the NBA, that's my goal, you would say to me, go ahead, pastor. You can do it. Don't let nobody tell you different. God's going to open that door for you. It's going to happen. God will give you the desires of your heart. Y'all be telling me all that Christianese stuff that y'all say to everybody. Pastor, go ahead. You can do it. As long as you try and never give up. That's the kind of stuff we tell our kids. When we know, ain't no way it's going to happen. Well, let me not say we. This kind of stuff. Y'all tell y'all kids. I tell mine straight up. Buddy, guess what? Chances are slim. You need to find another goal. It probably ain't going to happen. I had one of my sons tell me, I want to go to the NFL. I said, you are not going to the NFL, to the CFL, to the UFL, to the MeFL. You ain't even going to the FL. If you try to go to the NFL, you're going to fail. He looked at me. Some of y'all probably going, oh, Pastor, you're wrong for that. No, I'm not wrong for that. Let's face reality. And I told him the reason why. The reason why you are not going to the NFL is because the NFL is for people who love football enough to work at it and work very hard at it. Blood, sweat, and tears, everything they got, 7 days a week, don't take a day off. They eat, sleep, and breathe football. You eat, sleep, and breathe honey buns and Coca-Colas and Xbox. You have fun playing football. You don't like to work at playing football. So you will not be going to the NFL. Some of y'all would say, oh, you're wrong for that. I'm not wrong for that. Reality. on, somebody. Keep it. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at y'all. It's challenging. That's what y'all tell y'all kids. It's challenging, but keep hope alive. You can do it. Nope. Let's face reality. It's not going to happen. There's a lane for you, but that's not it. And it's not because I don't believe you can do it, but I don't believe you're committed enough. I know you're not. So let's find some other options. Watch this. What's my point? Sometimes, and the reason why you should make it about who you're becoming and not the goal that you're trying to hit is because sometimes our goals expose to us what we should not be doing. Woo. Come on. Sometimes, come on, tell the truth. We discover what we're supposed to be doing by the process of elimination. You and if I'm locked in to this goal, if I'm locked in to this one achievement, and along the way I realize I don't have what it takes, and then we have people lying to us, telling, keep hope alive, keep trying, never fail, never give up, never say never. God's gonna do it. Don't stop. Listen. I can set a goal to become an NBA player all I want. But if I fail miserably at doing what it takes to become an NBA player, at some point, I gotta say, this probably ain't for me. If after all of my efforts, all of my trying, all of my, and I know this ain't popular. Most of y'all, you're thinking right now, I don't agree with what he's saying. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with reality in order for it to be reality. Well, my pastor said he's going to make you the head and not the tail. That anything is possible for God. Yes, anything is possible for God. But that don't mean that anything is possible for you. Sometimes our goals expose to us what we should not be doing. And here's the thing. If my everything is based on what I'm trying to do, as opposed to who I'm trying to become, then when my goals expose to me what I'm not supposed to be doing, my world is shattered. My hope is gone. Come on. Some people, it takes them a lifetime to recover from that kind of failure. But if it's about who I'm trying to become, when I realize along the way what I'm not supposed to be doing, then all it means is I have to find another way to become who I'm trying to become. Come on, somebody. I hope y'all getting this. And we are told never give up. That's encouraging, but it's not always wise. It's not always right. And let's be honest, it's irresponsible for us to keep telling people never give up. Don't throw in the towel. Throw caution to the wind. Step out on faith. Go after your dreams. And you don't even know if they are skilled enough, gifted enough, passionate enough, or if God even purposed them to pursue that. Come on, somebody. And you end up in a place where even if you accomplish it, it doesn't give you the satisfaction that you thought it was going to give you. Listen, sometimes our goals reveal I need to invest my resources in a better place. I need to find another way to become who I'm trying to become. You know what? As I got into this, pursuing this, I realized I don't have passion for it. I'm not passionate enough about it to do what it takes. There are too many things about it that I don't like. And the whole thing about it is if you're not passionate about it, you won't fight for it. You won't fight to get it, and you won't fight to keep it once you got it. If you don't have a passion about it, the chances are you probably ought to look at going after something else. And then it doesn't just take passion, it takes skill. And too many of us have been pushed to do things that we're passionate about, but we are not skilled at. I'm gone. Listen to me, good. You just hear me on this one. There are some things that you might be passionate about that you are just not skilled enough to do. And that's okay. But if the goal is the end all be all, then when you discover that, you're shattered. But if who you're trying to become, all right, I'm going to give you this and then I'm going. I love singing. My wife will tell you, my kids will tell you, like, man, listen, it's nothing for me to be around the house just singing out my soul. And my mama, she's ever the encourager. She be telling people, they can sing, they can sing. You can sing. But she's the only one of all of the people who can sing who tell me I can sing. Everybody else who can sing say, the pastor, keep teaching, keep preaching. You can chase after it. You can go after it. You can go and get voice lessons. You can do all of that, pastor, but you're not gifted to sing. There are some people, their mama told all their life, their mama, you're the best singer I ever heard. Come on. Some of you would say to me, Pastor, your mama thinks you are amazing. The rest of us think you're terrible. So go sing to your mama and spare the rest of us. What am I saying? You can verify your own passion, but skill sets are typically verified by others. You can be passionate about something, but not be gifted to do it. Watch this. And the danger, the danger of me making it my goal to become a singer and investing my time and my energy and my efforts and my resources into becoming a singer and walking away from my job. I'm leaving the pastorate. I'm going on American Idol. I'll probably make the show on the blooper reel. The rest of y'all will be encouraging me for the rest of my life. Go for it, Pastor. You can do it. Go for it. It's your goal. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever stop. Meanwhile, I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, and homeless. Because I have this goal, instead of allowing it to show me what I shouldn't be doing, I've poured my all into it. Whew. And it's a lane that I shouldn't have been in. But if it's about who I'm becoming, who do I want to become? I want to give God glory with whatever I do. So once I discover that singing is not for me, okay, I still want to, who I'm becoming, I still want to give God glory with whatever I do. What else is there that I might have the skill set for, that God's gifted me for, that I'm also passionate about, that will help me become who I want to be? And that is a person who gives God glory with whatever I do. God says, it's not singing, and it's not playing basketball. But Nate, I've gifted you to teach. Give that your all. You can sing to your mama. You can sing around the house. But this is about who you're trying to become. And so when your goals don't work out, disappointing, yes. But it's as momentary as if you had accomplished it. You just find something else, another way to become who you're trying to become. Because all is not lost. Father, we love you. You're an amazing God to us, and we thank you for who you are. I pray for every person who's tuned in right now. Father, help us to not try to change by what we do, but to work on who we're trying to become. Help us to not give our all to things that you didn't purpose us for, to things that you didn't gift us for. But help us to discover our unique gifting, our unique calling, our unique purpose from you. Lord, and then give us the passion and everything we need to chase after it with reckless abandon. We thank you and we praise you. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. God bless y'all, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning. Hope that you gained something from what we talked about. Man, do me a favor, support it, hit that share button, man. Hit that share button, share. If you're on YouTube, give us that thumbs up, send the link to somebody. And listen, man, y'all go be great. Go become a great person. How about that? Go become a great person. Go become a great person. It's about who you're becoming. God bless and keep y'all, man. See, Lord's will. If it's the Lord's will, I'll see y'all right back here tomorrow morning. It's Jumpstart Live, y'all.